Welcome to the bottom. Everybody losing, so we hustling. Everybody going through the struggle. Everybody grieving, cause everybody got too much to juggle. So we gotta stay strong off the muscle. Welcome to the bottom. Everybody losing, so we hustling. Everybody going through the struggle. Everybody grieving, cause everybody got too much to juggle. So we gotta stay strong off the muscle. Welcome to the bottom. Yo,
what up?
What's it good?
Yo, welcome back to Planet Breakdown.
We back. We back, yo. Hey, so you know, the bottom. The bottom is coming soon. Really soon.
We're excited about it too.
We should have that cut in our hands very soon. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know we're gonna go hard with the promo. Y'all know our new series we got, the bottom. Inspired by Eminem's Rock Bottom. You already know. You know what I'm saying? We took each verse and made a character, broke them down, put them into some situations. Ooh, it's gonna be crazy. We can't wait
for you to see it.
Let's go.
I'll hit you with a note.
Alright, man. So since we've been gone, Royce the 5'9", Dave Mays and Just Blaze talk Eminem. Now on our live, y'all was requesting this like crazy. So you gotta hear Royce Wiley. You know what I'm saying, on Clubhouse.
I seen them saying some stuff like that.
They kept requesting. I said, all right. They were like, you gotta react to it. I said, all right, we're gonna react to it then. So we about to check it out. And y'all know Dave Mays. You know what I'm saying? That's Benzino in the source. Yeah. It was Dave Mays and Benzino. That's Benzino partner. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was his business partner.
Let's go.
Did not have all that he had behind him. And all you could judge him on is just rapping ability. We wouldn't be talking about this nigga, son. Like, and it's gonna sound weird because Royce is on the stage, but I said this shit yesterday when Royce wasn't here. He's never been better than Royce. You can go back to 2 projects where the nigga smokes, where Royce smokes him every record, but we don't talk about Royce the same way. Royce isn't heralded the same way that mediocre white boy is heralded, and that shit's crazy to me. He's not mediocre. He just that's a lot, man.
On this. I think it take more than just rapping ability, though.
Exactly. It takes white nigga, Royce. No, it takes. You gotta make songs.
Certain levels of music shit. Like all of those things that y'all are talking about, though, they are like the machine and all of that. Having the machine behind you, you need that in order to reach a certain level.
Nobody would have been able to do what M did, man. You know what I'm saying? Here,
nobody did it still. All these other white boys come on rapping, ain't none of them you got close to that nigga. They can't sniff that nigga motherfucking hill of his shoe, dog.
M was a real fan of the culture, man. He came up in hip hop, feeling that stuff.
Oh, brother.
Record.
That fucking brother.
Dave, you so don't seem like you fucking with that.
Which part?
Well, first of all, before we like Eminem, I know you say Eminem got a machine. But Eminem is definitely.
What the fuck don't got? But which rapper we talking about don't have a machine?
They all got a machine. What I'm saying is, if you listen to rap and you love hip hop, you gotta come real with the fact
machine.
Eminem is a super talented rapper.
The machine was developed and fine-tuned to take the control of hip hop from the community and from the people. Okay, there was always, payola and shit like that in the music industry, but they couldn't control hip-hop. Hip hop was controlled by the streets from the 70s, 80s, and throughout the 90s. This shit had to be stamped by the streets in order to become mainstream successful. If you didn't get stamped by the streets, maybe you come in and out like Vanilla Ice or something like that. You're in and out of there, boom. But the machine and the way they showed up radio, the way they did different things, and the way they used Eminem to take that white audience and start to divert them away from the audience that had been supporting black artists and black hip-hop is what I'm talking about when I talk about the machine and all the different factors that came into play surrounding him. And yes, he's talented, but at the same time, I can't.
Thank you. Thank you.
Who was that talking just then?
I don't know.
That Dave man.
I don't know. Let's see. Is that the one talking right there, the bottom left corner?
Mm-hmm. But his name cut off.
Mm-hmm.
Agree with what Miles is saying. You know, yeah, he's talented. He's a great rapper and lyricist, but there's many great rappers and lyricists. And to say that the fact that he was white wasn't a huge part of what made him successful.
I don't think anybody's ever said that.
Nobody said that.
Nobody has said that here.
Okay.
Right.
That's they kept it. Ain't nobody like
Nobody said
this
that.
motherfucker talking like, oh, yo, that was when the fuck do we go get ice cream?
Right. Like don't come in here just trying to spin your own narrative, bro. We didn't even say that shit.
Yeah.
You come in here with an argument that we ain't even arguing.
You bring your shit up, goddamn, talking muscle. Like, nigga, I don't remember that.
Yeah, like,
nobody said that in here.
Nobody even said that. Like
what conversation you been in on?
Yeah, don't start no new conversations, bro.
You got your whole agenda, what you want to say right now.
Right.
The fuck did we go get ice cream?
Facts.
He's ever said that.
What movie's that from?
Facts.
A huge part of what made him successful.
I don't think anybody's ever said that.
Nobody said that.
Nobody has said that here.
Okay. Well,
So you think? Let me ask you this, Dave. Let me ask you this.
Yeah, that's Dave.
Do you think, hey Dave? Do you think that hip hop evolving into a worldwide thing? Do you think that's a bad thing for culture?
No, but it already was a worldwide thing. It was a worldwide. Run DMC took it worldwide in '86, and they were black, and white people was buying their music, and the streets was still stamping their shit from when it first came out, and it continued on after that. Every major artist, NWA, Pac, all the majority of their fan bases were white.
So let me ask you this: How come you can own a magazine in the culture, but he can't make albums in the culture? What's the difference?
First of all, I never said you can't make albums in the culture.
Well, what are y'all talking about? Because no one ever said Dave Mays puts out the Source magazine, which is the Bible of hip hop, which is the hip hop Bible. Mm-hmm. I agree. But nobody ever heralded, no one ever heralded Dave Mays as the greatest person to ever speak about black.
Dave Mays wasn't the person on the cover of the Source every
We didn't even know that was a thing.
Exactly my point. When you see this white boy come along, we done seen years and years and generation of pioneers and black faces. But the minute this motherfucker showed up with this bleach blonde hair and rapping about putting nails in his eyelids,
Mouse, who created Time magazine?
I don't know.
Who created Newsweek? Who created Newsweek? Who created National Geographic?
Some white man, I guess.
And you don't know. That's my point. So why would anybody know who Dave Mays was? It's a magazine.
But no, my point was to what Royce said.
Why would Dave Mays be heralded? And that's not a shot at you, Dave. I'm asking a real question.
No, but
you're drawing an analogy.
No, I'm agreeing with you on that instant, Blaze. I was answering what Royce said. Royce asked, he made the comparison between Dave releasing a magazine or creating a magazine and this man putting out some albums and then being heralded as one of the top hits.
Right, but then you said Dave Mays makes the Source magazine and he's not heralded as X, Y, and Z. My question is, what magazine creator is?
That's that Mouse nigga saying that shit too.
Yeah.
So that's Mouse and Dave.
Yeah.
All right.
Dave makes the Source magazine and he's not heralded as X, Y, and Z. My question is, what magazine creator is? None of them.
Well,
so that's that point.
Jan Winter. So Mouse, you don't feel like Marshall is a contributor to the culture? Yeah, I didn't say. Yeah, he could be considered a contributor, but to put him on this,
he just want to hate.
Royce might be about to dig in because that sounded like a nice setup question.
Yeah, like hold on.
That sounded like a nice setup question, boy.
Yeah, that was very nice.
This must be the part where Royce about to go in. Let me ask you something. That's
You don't
a
think he's a
setup.
contributor to the culture?
That's a complete setup
There's only
question,
one
bro.
answer Royce want to hear.
Yeah.
Yes, he is a complete. Yes, he is a contributor to the culture. If you don't say any other answer than that, is about to be a problem with Royce.
Let's see.
Yeah, I didn't say. Yeah, he can be considered a contributor, but to put him on this pinnacle of upper echelon rappers, he's not that. He's just not that.
Yeah, but that's like your opinion that I feel like you should be entitled to. That's like super subjective. I don't think nobody should be able to argue with you that right there.
I don't mind it. This is how I make my living, so I don't mind it.
Part of it is looking at the impact of what his impact was on how hip hop changed afterwards. So it's not personalized so much against him. You know, it's what the impact of how it was used to divert the audiences and change the course and the direction of hip hop and the control of hip hop. Okay, so that's something we're not really talking about. You know, he helped create this safe space for white people in hip hop that still exists to this day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all throughout the media, all throughout. You know, to me, what made me different, in my opinion, and made the source different as the person who created the source, is my understanding as a white person in hip hop. It wasn't that I couldn't be white and be in hip hop, but I had to understand that hip hop comes from the streets. I had to understand what comes with that, and I had to, keep that my, kind of first and foremost at all times, even as I'm building a multi-million-dollar corporation, and understanding that those two things, as hard as it might be, you have to try to keep, balance those two things.
So are you implying that Marshall didn't do that with his career?
I'm implying that.
He didn't do that until after he was exposed. There's no record of
exposed as what? What do you mean?
What? Well, once the racist, songs and stuff came out, that's when
y'all went and found those songs.
No,
y'all went and got those songs.
But they existed.
Just to make sure everything's clear, his people, the people that he started rapping with, the white people that he grew up with before he was hanging around black people, who he made the racist rap album with, they came from Detroit with the tape, up to my office and played the shit for me with a whole bunch of shit, including the pieces that got released. So we didn't go looking for those. His people brought those songs up to us.
Right. Okay. So you're talking about the tapes they made when he was 16 years old. You acting like he made
after they went looking for him.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right. Facts.
Talking about some tapes they made when he was 16 years old. You acting like he made those songs and released them within the culture. Like
it don't matter. The songs exist.
Listen.
Wait, so can I just ask one question?
Are you saying how many other times did the source run a hit piece on a rapper besides that? There was clearly
first of all, look,
because all the white boys said nigga. All the white boys got nigga videos. Why y'all ain't?
That was their first hit piece.
Yeah.
That was their first hit piece too.
Yeah.
They really got in there and went hard at taking their shot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they did.
And fucking missed.
Missed big time.
They took their shot, you know what I'm saying?
Missed.
Wanted to put somebody goddamn on blast and goddamn try to take them completely out the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what the damn media can do to motherfuckers?
Yeah.
And you got the top magazine in hip hop. But
they thought they was gonna destroy him, but them fan base
they tried to destroy him and wipe him off because that could have wiped them off.
Could have wiped them off.
That could have really wiped them off.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about the hip hop album?
Mm-hmm.
That shit backfired so bad.
It did.
Everybody started to see the goddamn shit what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
First of all, look,
because all the white boys said nigga. All the white boys got nigga videos. Why y'all ain't exposing those? All the white boys got nigga videos. Go look on YouTube.
Well, let's expose
Dave, you probably got one.
Wait, Dave, I'm just trying to understand one thing.
Fuck out of here with that.
Can I ask one question? Dave, are you saying that he started to align himself with black artists once y'all put that movie up?
Not align with black artists, but talk publicly in a more pro-black kind of and pro-hip-hop position than he ever had before. he was aligned with black artists. That was part of the marketing strategy for him. We're going to make him from Detroit, the Black City. We're going to line him with Dr. Dre.
Because that's where he's from. That's where he's from.
I can actually that.
What do you mean you're gonna make him like that? That's what he is.
Right.
Yeah, like he's putting together a story piece.
Right.
Aligning with Dr. Dre.
Because that's where he's from. That's where he's from.
I can actually that. Now I knew him before there was ever a Dre meeting. I used to see him around New York, stalking their offices. Like that was I don't see the correlation there. I was watching him do that before anybody knew who he was.
Right, he was trying to get on as a rapper. Nobody
There
said
was
he
a
wasn't.
white DJ who I worked with that played his first record. Me, Stretch Your Bobito. So he was the first one to play his record, and Stretch is white, and we played on the radio. First record ever.
Why
I got
you
a
nigga talk like
correlation.
that?
All of this, with all
It's
this
like he in a movie for real, boy. What he say? That's right, on the radio.
accolades he gets.
Radio. There was a white DJ who I worked with.
Like that was I don't see the correlation there. I was watching him do that before anybody knew who he was.
Right, he was trying to get on.
Dog, he looked like a big ass nigga in his profile, dog.
That's the worst one to have a voice
He
like
a
that.
big old dude, dog.
He got a little voice like that. Hold on, dog. No.
There was a
Nobody said he
white
wasn't.
DJ who I worked with that played his first record. Me, Stretch Your Bobito. So he was the first one to play his record, and Stretch and we played on the record ever.
I got a correlation. With all of this,
Duh.
accolades he gets from the black
goddamn.
community, all this upper echelon shit.
Hold on.
No, this dude, like, he too big in his profile for that voice.
Oh my goodness.
Right, he was trying to get on as a
There was
rapper.
a
Nobody said he wasn't.
white DJ who I worked with that played his
Oh, I work with.
Stretch Your Bobito.
That's your Bobito.
And Stretch is white.
That's just white. Ain't goddamn Bobito, goddamn
I
it.
got a correlation.
Oh boy.
Goddamn said where I work with. Goddamn Bobito. Goddamn said motherfucking work with. Goddamn said Bobito. Nigga.
Nigga, boy.
Why your voice sound like that?
Motherfuckers. That motherfucker sound like he got.
Work with, boy. That sound like my own boxing coach.
That motherfucker sound like an old white man in Mayberry. That motherfucker sound like an old white man
He do, dog.
in Mayberry County,
He
dog.
do, dog. He do. Run it back, dog. Run it back. He sound like more of those cars, dog. One of them cars. Dog. Run it back, dog. I got that.
That nigga look like you probably walk around with a sheriff hat for no reason.
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying? He like he about to have the deepest man
brought one of them
voice.
sheriff hats without the sheriff shit on it, nigga.
That was I don't see the correlation there. I was watching him do that
I got
before
a
anybody knew who he was.
Right, he was
I got a
trying to get on as a
There was
rapper. Nobody
there
said
was
he
a
wasn't.
white DJ who I worked with that played his first record. Me, Stretch Your Bobito. So he was the first one to play his record. On the radio.
There was a white DJ that
I got
I
a
work
correlation.
with.
With all of this, with all these accolades he gets from the black community, all this upper echelon shit he do in that black space. What has Eminem done except release that Black Lives Matter bullshit ass album, Rival? What else? What has he done to benefit the same black culture that he benefits from?
Oh.
No.
He gave you.
I just want to do it one more time. No, I just want to do it one more time.
Alright.
I got a correlation with all of this, with all these accolades he gets from the black community, all this upper echelon shit he do in that black space. What has Eminem done except release that Black Lives Matter bullshit ass album, Rivals? What else? What has he done to benefit the same black culture that he benefits from?
He gave you 50 Cent. G.
I didn't think so. So like I said, I didn't think so. He didn't do nothing. Thanks.
What you mean? What you mean he ain't do nothing?
He didn't do anything.
Oh, that's crazy. Nigga, were we laughing that long?
Dang.
Well, I hit the button, goddamn, at least to go back
No.
40 seconds.
We was laughing a long time, boy.
Oh, this dude out of pocket right here, though.
He out of pocket, for real.
He gave you 50 Cent. G.
I didn't think so. So like I said, I didn't think so. He didn't do nothing. Thanks.
What you mean? What you mean he ain't do nothing?
He didn't do anything. What did he do?
Well,
What
Nigga, I just told you. What do you mean? So what I just said don't hold no merit? 50 Cent G Unit? That's not good?
No, that's
What? So you saying you don't like their music, or what are you saying?
What did you do to benefit the black culture that you eat from? Did Did you give back? Why are the kids in Detroit where you live? Are the black kids in Detroit where you live? Are they better off because of anything you did?
Man,
No.
Are you saying do he give to charities? Is that what you're asking?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he give to charities every single year, for sure. I know that person.
You know that? I don't see it.
Why
you gotta see it?
Yeah, well, you ain't from Detroit. What you gotta see it for?
That don't mean that
There's many black people.
Everybody don't put what they do on blast, you know what I'm saying, when they get back.
That's disingenuous.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
people swear you not doing that because they don't see it because you ain't in front of the TV tomorrow. Look what I gave. Look what I gave to these people. Look what look what I gave to this person. You know what I'm saying? Look who I helped today.
Right. That's fake.
A lot of people just like to help and just don't want to be mentioned. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Because when you just doing it from the goodness of your heart, you ain't seeking no type of attention from it. You know what I'm saying? You just want the people to be good.
Yep.
You ain't from Detroit. What you gotta see it for?
That don't mean that.
There's many black people from Detroit.
Just like Dave Mays and them be, just like Dave Mays and them be talking about he ain't from Detroit. He's very much from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all paint anecdotal pictures about somebody that y'all don't even know.
Why are we talking about anybody else other than
when did you first meet him? When did you first meet him? Because he's from Missouri and he didn't live.
He was born. I don't need you to tell me that, bro. Yeah, he was born in Missouri and then he moved here. You know what I'm saying? But he grew up on the east side. You know what I'm saying? Like he's from Detroit. People say he come from a trailer park. He don't come from a trailer park. He's from Detroit. He lived in a trailer park. But he's from Detroit. But he's from Detroit.
What's up with Basement Productions and his group with the 4 white boys? You know about that?
I ain't never met them dudes, but Basement Productions, that's a production company. That's a production company he was signed to. Yeah, I never met those white dudes that he was in the group.
Him and 3 other white boys that had a group called Basement Productions. It's before he started fucking with black people.
No, Basement Productions is the same production company that he was signed to when he signed with Dre. That
was the 2 brothers.
Yeah, Marky and Jeff.
Exactly.
The Bass Brothers. That's who that is.
I don't know.
I do know.
What do you mean you don't know? I'm telling you. You saying you don't know, but I'm telling you. So you don't have all the facts. If you think what I'm telling you is false, why would I lie to you, brother? I don't have no reason to lie.
What did you say that I said was false?
Oh, I thought I heard you say that you got the facts. Like something I'm saying is false.
No, I didn't say nothing. I don't know what you said it was false, but I do have a lot of facts because, I did my research and I know a lot of shit about what happened.
But one thing you just spit as a fact was very wrong.
Which is what?
In regards to the Bass Brothers and Basement Productions.
Yeah.
What? No, Basement Productions was four white boys that made rap tapes together. Okay, when Eminem was like, whatever, about 18 years old, 19 years old.
16, dog. 16.
He wasn't
16. Don't twist it.
You know the black girlfriend? There was no black
18, 19 years old.
His story just be all over the place, boy.
He trying to,
They keep calling him out, boy. He just keep going, boy.
Yeah, don't twist it.
Just at this point, just log off the app.
Facts.
Just log off the app. Hey, act like you got a phone call. Act like you got a phone call that just came through on something.
He wasn't
16. Don't twist it.
You know the black girlfriend? There was no black girlfriend. That was a lie that was made up to make it seem to justify that song where he called black women bitches. There was no black girlfriend. You're gonna sit here and tell me there was a black girlfriend?
How do you know that to be true?
How do you know it to be true?
You saying am I gonna sit here and tell you something? You talking to somebody that's friends with him. You don't know him.
Do you know that to be true? I'm asking you.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about way back then. I know I've been on tour with him. I know I've been on tour with him. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, so are you asking me if he fucked black girls?
No, I'm asking you.
Is that what you asking?
Black girlfriend when he was 16 that broke up with him, and that's why
I didn't know him when he was 16, brother. I don't know.
Not why, but that was the reason that was given in the prepared statement that was put out.
Who cares? Who cares? Why do you care about it?
The reason anybody cares is because
what kind of girlfriend did Post Malone have when he was 16? Why you don't care about that?
Post Malone. I don't give a fuck about Post Malone. What's that got to do with Post Malone? Is what I'm talking about. The reason Post Malone exists and it has the level of success that he has is because not just of Eminem, but the impact of Eminem. How Eminem was used by the machine and these companies, these corporations, to change the market of hip hop and allow them to control
So you think Post Malone's presence in the culture is a bad thing? You think that's a bad thing for the culture?
I do.
I really don't.
Hold on, Dave. Hold on, Dave.
I've listened to a lot of shit.
Yo, one mic, guys. One mic.
Like
One
a Kid
mic.
Rock type of dude to me.
One mic.
No, he's not a Kid Rock type of dude, bro. He's not. He's not.
They did it with the Beastie Boys way before that.
It didn't work. The Beastie Boys was a little.
What you mean it didn't work?
They did what with the Beastie Boys? They did what with the Beastie Boys?
I'm saying if you're talking about white people rapping in hip hop, that was already successful. So it's not Eminem is not the precursor
from the Beastie Boys to 14 years later with Eminem. There was nothing. You had third.
You have Vanilla Ice.
And what happened at that? Like what?
Every white boy.
Eminem
Listen.
is when all the white rappers.
Listen. Every white boy
now have come into the business. There was
every white boy came into here, dragged their nuts through the culture and kept it moving to rock, except Marshall. He's the only one. Everybody else, including Rick Rubin.
Well, he could have went. He could have went. He could have went and did the rock. Let him go.
Yeah, but he didn't because he's hip hop.
He shouldn't.
He was raised by hip hop, but that's your opinion. But I'm just telling you, that's something to look at. Like what Dave Mays is talking about. I think the countercultural kind of like thing that Dave Mays is talking about. Y'all are throwing M in that category just because he's white, and you're doing it not knowing who you talking about. You just assuming.
I'm doing it.
You comparing them to Kid Rock. That's crazy
for it all. He was the catalyst. Whether it was intentional by his part or not, that's how he was used.
So the Beastie Boys weren't a catalyst?
No.
What about their base?
How would you qualify them as not being a catalyst?
I mean,
We acting like
Beastie Boys because the Beastie Boys didn't.
The Beastie Boys wasn't even rappers. Them niggas was doing all that bullshit music and came and did one rap album.
Like
you will not, and you won't say ways that shit really. I mean, they were doing.
Wait, so the Beastie Boys were not? Wow.
They wasn't even rappers at first. They actually came and became rappers.
Are you familiar with what was happening in downtown Manhattan, like 82, 83, when the scenes were colliding? So you're bringing up the fact that they weren't originally rappers. Yes, they had a group called, was it Cookie Puss or was it the Cookie Puss era?
That's not what I'm saying, Jess.
No,
listen what I'm saying.
But do you know the era that you're speaking on?
No, but just listen.
Well, then you might not want to speak on it because right now you're in the territory that.
You don't know the era you speaking on. You don't want to. You can't speak to a nigga that was in that era, dog.
You can't.
You can't sit here and speak that shit about that era to a nigga that was in that room in that era. Heavily involved with the culture. Just Blaze.
Exactly.
No, but just
then you might not want to speak on it because right now you're in the territory that you're clearly not clear on. You are clearly not clear on this era. You are clearly not clear on this era, bro.
Somebody back there laughing.
Yeah.
The same thing they talking about with M, it's enough people that you could convict for that. Not the one motherfucker that's the rapper. Not the one motherfucker that stayed in hip-hop. It's a lot of motherfuckers that came from other genres, that came into hip-hop. It's other motherfuckers who was hip-hop that went into other genres.
Agreed.
The one white boy that's been this shit the whole time, then be like, that's crazy. And no, it's not M's fault that the white boy influx happened. It's not his fault. It was white boys in between and white boys after. There's still not one as successful as that one.
That nigga was side by side. He was side by side with us at the open mics. At all the battles, you know what I'm saying? Like, the same way we came up, he came up. The only difference is he's just a white boy.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
I don't came through the same environment.
I don't think all of us put him up to on some high platform like the greatest. Like me personally, that's Hov for me. Hov is at the tippy top of lyricism to me.
What about the song where he used the N-word with the ER in it? What about that one? Did you listen to that one? And what was your thought about that?
Who was that asking me that question?
Why he go back to that?
What song are you talking about, Dave?
One of those songs from that tape where he said, "I don't like the chicks with the big."
Dave, let me tell you something, Dave. Back then, when y'all was doing that shit, when y'all had that little baby beef that y'all had. Listen. When y'all was doing, let me talk. Like when y'all had y'all little baby beef going on. I was in Detroit. Me and M wasn't speaking to each other. We wasn't around each other. I don't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? So whatever he
baby beef or none of that. I know what you're talking about.
No, nigga, that's what y'all were engaged
in the culture, side by side, this, that, and the other, and he's just like all of us. I'm saying, but Do all of us have a song where we use the Nigger word derogatively towards black people? Where we have another song where we call black people porch monkeys?
Man, Dave, you gonna have to. You know what? The same thing that Mouse is talking about with M. I'm gonna have to see that with you. I'm gonna have to see some receipts with you to see what you really doing for the fucking community.
Yeah.
To be so you can be some sort of.
First of all, we can talk about me all day, but why?
No. We're not gonna talk about you all day. We're not gonna talk about you all day. I'm saying you don't get to be a gatekeeper. Who the fuck are you? Like, what are you?
Who the fuck am I? I'm the man who the fuck are you? In the source,
and you partnered up with the man that ruined it. You partnered up with the man that ruined it. So we on to the next topic. That's.
Hey, you partnered up with the man that ruined it.
No,
what's good? You the one who created the hip hop Bible. You partnered up with the motherfucker
who ruined it.
You ruined it. You partnered up with the ruin. He said, "Can we move on to the next topic?" He knew he dropped the bomb on him real quick.
Yeah, he killed him with that.
You partnered up with the man that ruined it. You partnered up with the man that ruined it. You partnered up with the man that ruined it. So we on to the next topic. That's it. You ain't nobody like that.
So I agree. I agree.
You ain't nobody like that.
Damn.
He said you ain't nobody like that.
Hey, boy, I bet it was a lot of people in this room goddamn hollering, boy.
Fat Royce had to keep it a hundo.
That's it. You ain't nobody like that.
So I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. I know it's okay.
Look, I agree with you, Royce. I agree with you. Right? We can't have two white people compete because then it starts looking like a savior complex battle. Now I'm asking you as a black motherfucker in the culture. I'm asking you. I'm not Dave, so you that same thing don't work with me. So I'm asking you okay with that nigga? You okay with that white man doing that and it's smiling in your face?
I'm not. I don't look at it like that. I'm not okay. I'm not okay with what was said on the tape. But I'm also taking in consideration that he was a youngin. He was a youngin, and I don't think there's a white person who exists that didn't use that word at some point. Like I just look at it like that, and then I weigh that against the good qualities that's in him that I noticed, and the shit that he did for me coming up that he didn't need to do. And the time we spent with each other, I came to the conclusion that I don't feel he a racist, and I kept it moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's really it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't understand what Dave and Benzino want the culture to do. What do y'all want us to do? Like y'all want us to throw him in the fire, throw him away? Like the dude he's a major contributor.
Benzino, that's what I want. I want y'all to do that.
All right. Cool.
We know this nigga want him to do that.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
You've been going hard at him the whole time.
I think what happens on a larger scale, on a more grandiose scale, in black culture, he's holding up a space. He's taking up space.
He a hater.
That and like I said, I'm
big
not
time.
I said this shit yesterday. I've said this shit on many a podcast. If this nigga not here taking up space, I think you get that credit.
I disagree, my brother.
What space is he really taking? He puts out one album a year and disappears.
Now, we talking about
what space is he taking?
Don't do that. Just don't do that. We're talking about his career as a whole. We're not talking about 2021. His career as a whole.
We're talking about you would like people to throw him away now, and I'm saying
no. I'm talking about no. I want us to collectively just throw him out. From day one, we should have threw him.
No, you specifically said he's taking up space. My question is what?
Since day one,
he takes up space. His existence within the hip hop culture from the day he dropped and got all that.
I'm talking about right now. Niggas like
at the base he's at right now, he puts out an album a year and disappears.
That nigga bigger than his hair.
Like clockwork. Next year drops
this
another
mouse
album.
nigga rap.
Doesn't do a lot of press. Ain't on TV every 2 minutes. What space is he physically occupying?
Because the space that
what's his credit?
Look and everybody
right. What space is he occupying in most people's mind shit?
You're asking me a question. I'm answering it. So now when he
out of
pocket, when he dropped the project,
there's no limit in my space.
When he dropped the project, when he dropped the project, hip hop media takes a moment and pays attention to it, and no matter how long. They pay attention to it. That could go to a young black artist.
But he's Eminem, though. Understand something, Miles.
Eminem is a white.
The idea.
It's like when Jay dropped. When Jay dropped. Still motherfuckers, certain motherfuckers that drop. Everything gonna shut down for a moment.
What you saying is just your opinion, brother. Like that's the reason why. It's like it's hard for us to come to a general consensus on that because that's just how you feel. That's your opinion. You know what I mean? Like you may look at his involvement with G Unit, like you got to remember, bro. All of the labels were scared to get in bed with 50 from a business perspective. Mm-hmm. Like Dre and M decided, man, fuck what everybody talking about. I know this nigga got beef, but we're about to sign him because we think that he'll be great for the culture. He'll be big. You know what I'm saying? And that nigga went up, and 50 went on to create other millionaires and create other spaces. You know what I'm saying? And then like he signed Slaughterhouse, he signed Griselda. All of these things are just, to me, their contributions. Whether they hit on a certain level or not, these are attempts for culture, at culture. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. I don't understand.
He gave us some real hip hop.
Thanks.
Not only did he come through with the bangers,
he set the bar so high that everybody else had to come through with the bangers.
And then he bringing in more bangers with him.
That's what I'm saying.
Fucking Slaughterhouse. Come on, he brought y'all Slaughterhouse.
Come on. Facts.
Put together like at a time where everything was pop, he put together the most deadliest MCs and formed a group all about bars.
That's it.
Come on, man. I'm telling me this motherfucker don't contribute, dog. What is this dude on? What is these niggas on in this room?
At culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking about. I don't understand. If you take that away, then you're taking away pieces of the history of culture.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I think we'd still be all right. I don't think this white man.
We wouldn't be all right.
Hey, Mouse, though, listen to this stuff. You got to have logical consistency when you make certain arguments. So I feel where you're coming from, right? I get you. But it's not logically consistent if you say, if you move M or you erase M, then Royce gets that accolade when Eminem was part of the propulsion of Royce the 5 name, you know, because he held him and Eminem looked at Royce and revered him as in a certain way. Because I told Royce early on we first became friends, like, yo, in my opinion, I always thought you smoked M on shit. But then Royce was explaining to me too, but like you had to be there to see the type of in the ways that M would calculate in his genius. They got to see it firsthand. And that's always different too. It's always different when you was on the team with Michael Jordan, aside from being in the stands. Because there's some niggas that don't think Mike is whatever, but the niggas who play with him is like, yo, you have no idea.
Damn.
Completely different.
Nigga, you
crushed that motherfucker with that right now.
Crushed him with that analogy.
Oh, that was a mean analogy. He crushed him with that, boy.
Yeah, because it's real.
It's real.
Because of
it's different, bro.
It's different.
It's different.
Like, how could you
so
say
that's what
that
I just said about
that's like saying,
consistency. You
yeah,
can't
that's like saying, fuck my mama, nigga, and then I'm here.
Right.
I'm here, nigga. Like, this nigga helped that nigga. This nigga helped the New York niggas. He helped the Detroit niggas. He helped a lot of niggas. And you talking about him like he ain't helped niggas.
But look, but everywhere, but notice this though. But
it's bigger than that, though.
But everywhere
bigger than that.
But listen, hold on. Listen. Everywhere we go in the world.
Hold up. Dave, you can't tell us what's bigger than we telling you what's bigger than that. We telling you.
I can say what I want to say.
Okay. You can say what you want to say, but it don't mean it's gonna hold no merit. Okay. It don't mean you dictate. It don't mean you dictate nothing.
I'm not dictating nothing. I'm gonna say my piece.
So what you talking about?
Can either fuck with me or they won't. But motherfuckers been fucking with me for 30, 40 years. Because of the shit that I've done and said and how I am.
Now, and that's how we fuck with them the same way, Dave.
What I'm saying
we fuck with, just like we fuck with you, Dave, we fuck with him the same way. Y'all the same motherfucker.
We're not the same.
You got that right, bro. You got that right.
We are definitely
not the same.
You got that right. Y'all ain't the same.
I don't have none of that in my history. And what I've done as far as fucking with the streets and as far as fucking with authenticity in hip hop is documented. Okay,
man, you fuck with Benzino. You don't fuck with no authenticity. I'm gonna kick your ass to the crowd. Get the fuck out.
I haven't fucked with Benzino for 5 years.
I'm kicking your ass to the crowd.
You fuck with authenticity. You fuck with Benzino. That motherfucker say he about to kick him down to the crowd.
Dog. That says a lot, though.
He about to kick him down, mute him in the audience, dog.
Dog, that's funny.
Oh, that's funny.
You fuck with Benzino, boy, I might kick you down to the crowd, nigga.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
I'm kick your ass to the crowd, motherfucker. Get the fuck out.
I haven't fucked with Benzino for 5 years. Number one.
You fucking cornballs.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I know it's okay.
Okay. You sound like a cornball.
Is there a problem? All right, enough of Dave Mays. He can go back to the audience. Go ahead. Who else want to talk now? Where's the fuck out of here, motherfucker? For this.
Hey, yo, Royce.
Fuck you talking to, nigga? I'll put death on your doorstep, nigga. Fuck you. Whoa, yeah.
Divisiveness.
Ain't no divisiveness. I ain't divided. I'm not one with Dave Mays, nigga. Let's get this shit straight, man. Y'all niggas in here acting like this motherfucker at the cookout or something. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Man, let the tape go.
Get Dave Mays up the
the old buddy talking again.
Was it this nigga?
Divisiveness. I ain't divided. I'm not one with Dave Mays, nigga. Let's get this shit straight, man. Y'all niggas in here acting like this motherfucker at the cookout or something. Get the fuck out of here, man.
You keep talking about that tape, man. Let the tape go, nigga.
Anyway, do it with the voice. I ain't got nothing back, man. What you say? Oh, he came in with the voice at the end. Dog, run his voice, run it back one time to end.
Listen, if that nigga all this divisiveness,
ain't no divisiveness. I ain't divided. I'm not one with Dave Mays, nigga. Let's get this shit straight, man. Y'all niggas in here acting like this motherfucker at the cookout or something. Get the fuck out of here, man.
You keep talking about that tape, man. Let the tape go, nigga.
Anyway, what?
He got the best voice, dog. Oh, that shit is hilarious.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy. Damn, but it seems like Dave Mays is holding on to goddamn, still holding on to get that beef like Benzino here, boy.
Still holding on.
But he's still hurting. And Mouse probably his little partner.
Mouse was in there talking out his ass.
You know, they probably go around finding motherfuckers who hate Eminem.
Yeah.
Oh, you do too?
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
They be in all them hate the Eminem fan clubs.
Yeah. We should build some shit, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We can still get them out. These motherfuckers still trying to get them out, dog. Motherfuckers are in no position. The motherfuckers are in no position to get him out the game. And are still trying to get him out.
Facts.
It's like one of them fucking cartoons where the bad guys always chasing the motherfucker season after season after season.
Like, give up already.
Like, give up already. You're never gonna catch me.
Never, dog.
You're never gonna get to this level, dog.
Facts.
Stop. Just stop.
Tom and Jerry out here, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Just stop. Tom's never gonna catch Jerry, my nigga.
Tom's never gonna catch Jerry.
Tom is never gonna catch Jerry, bruh.
It's not.
It's just not happening, dog. It's too good of a fucking show.
It's too good.
The show cannot end. It's too good of a fucking show.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here.
And it's good to see Royce have M back like that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? We can talk however we want to talk to each other, but bet not now one of you niggas goddamn say something about my nigga.
Yeah.
We can go through what we go through, but I bet y'all better not jump in.
Nobody else better not say
and better not nobody else come get in on it.
Facts.
Yeah. But y'all let us know what y'all thought about that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. They was on one.
Yeah.
I went on Clubhouse, Team Monroe. You know what I'm saying?
And
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If you on Clubhouse, hit us up.
Alright,
everybody.
ScriptWork.
Welcome to the bottom. Everybody losing, so we hustling. Everybody going through the struggle. Everybody grieving, cause everybody got too much to juggle. So we gotta stay strong off the muscle. Welcome to the bottom. Everybody losing, so we hustling. Everybody going through the struggle. Everybody grieving, cause Cause everybody got too much to juggle, so we gotta stay strong off the muscle. Welcome to the bottom.